Welcome. My name's Tina Slade and I'm a QHHT practitioner level 2. That's Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique created by the wonderful Dolores Cannon. I do this work for many reasons, but I am so passionate about the results I get for clients who come to me with various conditions. I know that we go back into a regressional past life. However, the reason I do this is actually, although that's very exciting and we have been to the most wonderful places, I do this technique because I have seen the unbelievable healing that takes place for all of my clients. And it's healing on such a deep level. And the amazing thing is that I don't do this healing, you do it. I facilitate it, but you actually do all of the healing. So I've had the most wonderful experiences with my clients. It's ranged from conditions that have been medically diagnosed and hold a medical name, and also for my clients who have emotional conditions such as anxiety or depression. I think it's important for us to understand that every medical condition starts off with a negative thought or emotion that's attached to it. Our bodies were never meant to be ill, we were never designed to be ill. We were always meant to operate at the optimum frequency that allowed us to heal when we cut ourselves, or allow us to heal perhaps when we bruise ourselves, or generally to have a life that keeps us at that same vibration. However, when we live in this third dimensional world, that's not possible because we choose to have many experiences that touch us very deeply and often leave unresolved scars, and also scars that come in from past lifetimes as well. So when we start our healing together, we know that we're going to be on the most beautiful journey. I facilitate the healing. You actually do your own healing. It's not me, it's you. We connect to your divine subconscious mind, and that subconscious mind comes in and does all the healing with you, for you. So when my clients come to me, I know they come to me quite anxious because this is not your norm. This isn't normal hypnotherapy. It isn't, as we always think of hypnotherapy, where a bus passes by and all of a sudden you start barking like a dog. This is so far removed. And in a way, I would rather perhaps not call it hypnotherapy. I'd rather call it, we take you to the very deepest and most wonderful state of relaxation. And it's so easy and it's so effortless. And a lot of my clients also say to me, oh, I'm really worried you won't be able to get me under, and I can't get under. Believe me, every one of my clients has, because it is so simple. All we do is we use a simple visualization technique. And if I were to say to you right now, if you could imagine maybe a circus tent, can you imagine a circus tent? As soon as we link into that memory, that's when we move into the right side of the brain, and that's the brain that holds all of the information that we know to get you well. So when you come to me, please try not to be too anxious. When you're in my care, I take it very seriously, and I know that between us we will go on the most beautiful journey. So when you're with me, we'll spend a little time getting to know you. In fact, we spend quite a while. I'd like to go back through your timeline to understand all of the challenges that you've had in your life. And I'm really specific when we work together, so be prepared for me to really be looking in deeply to those emotions. And I want to be able to label them, because when I label them, I can then find where you hold on to them in your body, and you can go in and heal that. So the first thing we'll do is we will sit down, we'll talk together. And then after we've talked together, we will then start this deeply relaxing technique. So I get you comfortable on my couch. It's beautiful. You've got cushions and pillows. You lay back. You're so comfortable. And then we start with the technique. And one of the things that I would like to say to you is that when we start working together, it's very much as though you're recording a favourite film. If I were to say to you now, what's your most favourite film? I know that you would go into your mind, you'd recall it, and you'd be able to see the characters and the colours and everything that's happening in that film event. And when we do this work, it's exactly the same. When we go back into a past life, it's almost as though you're watching a film. And all I do is I ask you to connect your imagination, and we bring that forward, that film forward. Everything that you can see is playing in your mind. So I'm like the detective, I'm like the facilitator, I'm the Miss Marples of this event. And I will go in and just ask you questions because I want you to see as much as you can see. So I'm going to be asking you, where are you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Describe it to me. What's the sky doing? What's happening around you? Where do you want to go? So I'm asking you lots of questions that bring those memories forward to you in a way that you are part of this film that you're remembering. So all I ask from you, first of all, is to relax and enjoy this experience. Secondly, when I speak to you or ask you to describe things for me, I want you to look around and see as much detail as possible. I want you to look around and see where you are, what you're wearing, what does it look like around you, what is the scenery. I want you to talk and talk and talk. And I want you to talk so much it starts bringing those details closer and closer to you. So when you see these things, speak about what you see. When you stop and pause and start thinking, that's not right, that can't be right, I can't be seeing that. That's when you bring your left side of your brain into play. That's your logical brain. And that's the brain that we want to just shift to the side, and we want that just to stay away in the background so that we can link into your right side of your brain. And when we do that, that's when your memories come flooding forward. So I want you, please, just to look around, tell me what you see, talk about what you see, and I will do the rest. And then when we've been in your past life and we've seen all of the events that we've needed, we will then connect to your higher self. It's so simple. I simply ask permission. And when we connect to your higher self, then we go through and we do the real magic. We go through and we find out exactly where in the body you hold on to these negative emotions, and you go in and clear them. And at the end of the session, which is normally the hypnotherapy part, is probably about 2 hours. I then bring you very gently back into this reality. But I want you to also understand that during this time, you are fully aware of where you are. We're going to be working in my healing cabin, which is beautiful. And you will have a complete awareness of where you are. But you will also have an awareness that you're speaking from a perspective that you're not used to. And that's why we do this work, and that's how we connect to your subconscious mind. So I want to say to you, rest assured that you are in absolute safe hands. I love what I do. I am passionate about what we do. And I love the fact that I'm continuing the work of Dolores Cannon. And when you come, if you have any questions, just ask and we will sort those together. But I want you to enjoy this wonderful experience because I say to all of my clients, today becomes the first day of the rest of your life. You leave me healed. You leave me knowing that you don't hold on to those negative emotions. And sometimes you leave not quite knowing who you are because you've always had those emotions with you. But it truly becomes the first day of the rest of your life. And for me, it's the greatest privilege that you've allowed me to work with you in this way. So until we meet, I send you my love and my gratitude, and I look forward to doing the most wonderful healing with you. With much love, thank you.